All right, we're live on YouTube for the first time. We are horizontal. Welcome, everybody. We're going to try this tonight a little different. This is the way that I believe, but you know, we don't get into the short feeds, but what's been happening lately, pretty much.
There's no way it is loud.
Here we go.
That's right. Send us on.
This is supposed to be a lot easier, but since I don't do it, all right, there we go. It's in there. It's got to go up a little. Here we go. Why won't it go up?
That's what she said. That's what you.
That happens to you a lot of times.
Welcome everybody to the Scotchy Bourbon Boys podcast. A little bit different tonight.
We're glad everybody's here.
Yeah.
Hopefully more will join us as we go.
Three of us sitting outside here in Chicago, in Wheaton, Illinois.
In the middle of Chicagoland.
At a good friend of ours' house, John Ritt.
John,
Buddy.
thank you for
welcoming us and sharing his home with us, and actually the back deck that we're sitting on tonight.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to attend the Chicago Cubs, I believe, versus Baltimore Orioles.
Correct.
Baseball game.
That is correct. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, glad to have you. And of course, we always got Tiny in the house.
And Tiny's rocking the boat, it looks like.
Yeah. He's somewhere in the house.
I'm in the house. I'm just
sitting. I know he's there. He's the glue to the factory.
Well, I just set up the YouTube. That was fun. Oh my gosh! Now I unplugged. I'm just having a ball. You know, it's always so jammed with all this equipment, and it's ready to go. Where you got to hide it all, but that means then when you walk around, you mess up all the plugs in the corner. All right, let's see.
And you thought it would become easier after you built that big, beautiful new bar that you're sitting behind, and everything would become, a whole lot easier. But
well, there's some
things like that, right?
Well, there's some things that are a lot easier, but what happens is once I get it, and it should have been wide open space, I just add things like a screen beside me. On a shelf, it's just kind of like, then you got to hide the shelf, and then the screen's behind you, and then you got to make sure the screen's not covered, and then there's cables for that you got to figure out how to cover up.
Oh, you know one thing that I have forgot, and I do not have?
What do you not have?
I do not have a pad and a paper to write down our scores for the barrel bash.
What is it called? The Old Louisville Whiskey Company Barrel Bottle Breakdown.
Sponsored by Whiskey Thief Distilling.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
No. Sponsored by Old Louisville Whiskey Company.
Old Louisville Whiskey Company. Oh my God. See? Well, that's why I asked if that was correct.
I'm telling Amin.
No, you're not.
You just did.
All right, there you go. We're live.
And
there's a live.
I've got one kid in the class that tells on everybody.
Let's just make sure it's working. All right, there you go. We're live. You guys, all right, it's working. So I can put this up. Oh, I gotta tell everybody the chat. Welcome to our podcast tonight. We are tasting Middle West Spirits Michelin Wheated Bourbon. Make sure you let us know what you're drinking and what you're sipping on. And that's the same thing out there for everybody in Facebook land.
Yeah.
All right, I think I did it. you actually can't. You have to delete it. All right, there we go. We're almost there.
I'm getting there too.
Yep, I got there. Now I'm going to put this here first. Make sure it doesn't do that. Rotate it. Yep, perfect. All right. Okay, that's working. I got that working. We're working. We're pretty much ready to go. What do you guys think?
I got just a few more sharing, so you can go ahead and do our sponsor promo, and let's go with it.
Okay, yeah, we do. Tonight we're talking about Middle West Spirits. You'll hear a lot about that, but Middle West Spirits in Columbus, Ohio, their craft distillery that they have there. We'll give you a bunch of details, exactly what the experience is and whatnot, but what they are making are awesome spirits. Plus they have a brand new, one of the largest distilleries in Ohio, the largest distillery in Ohio, but also one of the largest distilleries in North America. So, oh my gosh, I washed my Crystal Glencairns, and I had my Middle West Spirit, and I was going to use those. And guess what, folks? I left them upstairs, so I'll be using the Scotchy Bourbon Boys one. But they have a service bar restaurant there just a little bit north of Columbus, and they also have a fantastic distillery with tours and tastings, and they are now fully operational at their newer distillery, but it's not yet open for the experience that will be Middle West Spirits. Check them out in Columbus. Then we've got Whiskey Thief Distilling Company in Frankfort, Kentucky. And then also they just opened a new tasting room in Louisville, in the Nulu area. In both places, it's a barrel pick all day, every day. With 5 barrels to select at the price of admission, you can basically taste from each one. If you like one, you can bottle your own. You use a Whiskey Thief and fill out that bottle, 375, 750s, whatever you prefer. You don't have to buy, you don't have to purchase anything when you're there. But fantastic experience at Whiskey Thief Distilling Company. Then
They do both bourbons and ryes. They make some of the best ryes we've ever tried.
That was a good one.
This Mayday rye is there.
Yes, they do. They do weeded. They can do weeded bourbons.
They do a weeded.
They do out of the 5, it's 1 rye, 1 weeded, and 3 regular bourbons. Then you got Spirit French Lick in French Lick, Indiana. You gotta check them out if you're cruising around in Indiana, going and see Starlight, and you're seeing other distilleries there, Ross and Squid. You gotta check out, or you stop by at Old Homestead. You gotta check out the Spirit of French Lick winery and distillery right there in French Lick, Indiana. Fantastic town. And they have Alan Bishop's, who was the master distiller's fantastic whiskey for sale there. It is a must stop when you go there. The brands that you're looking for are William Dalton, Matty Gladden, and Lee W. Sinclair. We also have a Lillian Sinclair, but that is something that's not readily available. But if you're interested in the William Dalton or the Lillian Sinclair and tasting them, get a hold of me. Just contact me anytime that you need to. All right.
Contact Supernash, because I got all the information, can put you in contact with who you need to get in touch with, and can get the bottles to you, right?
Yep. And then also, Alan Bishop, who was the former distiller of the Spirit of French Lick, is now the distiller at Old Homestead, but he has his own channel on YouTube called One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. If you have any questions about distilling, home distilling, contract distilling, any type of those questions, just contact him, and go check out the One Piece. You can contact him and ask those questions on by contacting him through the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute on YouTube, and then he's got that famous podcast. If you have ghosts, you have everything, where he combines both spirits world, the spirits industry with the spiritual world, and the stories and the experiences that happen when you combine them two are fantastic. He's got guests, and it's not a shortage of content, folks. Check it out on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast. If you have ghosts, you have everything. So there, and then also we've got Jason Giles down there in Texas doing Rosewood bourbons and ryes. Fantastic brand. He takes Kentucky and Indiana whiskey from Kentucky, some that he's distilled, some that he's purchased, and he ships it once it's mature 947 miles to Houston, Texas by semi, and he lets them then age another season in that hot Texas sun. So if you see it on the shelf, get one for me. That's just how it should work. I would, if you see it, I would highly suggest buy it because it's fantastic bourbon and whiskey. All right, there we go from the sponsors. What you got there, Super Nash? You ready?
Absolutely. All shared and ready to go, brother.
All right, I'm gonna try to do this again. I believe last time I actually used an older video. I haven't found the newer video from Bo, but I did an older video. And is this, let's see, are we doing this right? Yeah. We'll still, let's see, if it's up, I'll do it. If it's not, nope, I don't know where it is, but I'm going to do it that way. All right, we're going to get this rocking. What you're going to hear, you're not going to hear, is about 50-second ad for one of our sponsors, and then we will play our theme song and get this podcast. I know a lot of you people have stopped by because it was supposed to be Garrison Brothers. Dan Garrison had emergency that he could not make it tonight, so we have shifted
gears.
Yep, to doing something.
To do another whiskey.
Yep, like always, we're here for you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. We also have, we got my friend Steve watching, and we got Matt. You guys here. Hopefully, Walker, he said he was headed home. He might make it, right? A little bit?
Hopefully he will, yeah.
All right, I'm going to get this going.
Well, you need one to go from there.
Yeah, I got a short meeting, not super long, but.
Might want to let her know. And then record this. Excuse me one second, guys. I'll be right back.
Grab me another Glen Karen if you would. Yeah! All right.
Welcome back to another podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. How is everybody tonight?
Well, we're doing awesome up here in Wheaton, Illinois. And a friend of ours, a very good friend of ours in the podcast, John Ritt.
We got John Ritt, and we've also got Super Nash.
And we also have Whiskey Doc, which he's doing a Power Central accumulation project right now. He's behind the scenes, but trust me, he's here, and he'll be, there he is. Working part of him, and he'll be working his way in here just shortly.
Oh, was his laptop not plugged in?
Not for long enough, but we just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to die out during the middle of the podcast.
That you didn't want to be me, because I usually die out in the middle of podcasts.
You're the one that's usually having power problems, right?
Yeah, and everybody who's was expecting tonight. Just we had Dan Garrison booked, and unexpected situation came up for him. He wasn't able to make it. We will reschedule for another time. The person that's probably the most depressed is the whiskey doctor there, considering that I was going to bring this bottle, but now we'll probably hold on to it and have to get it. But I will be able to get it to you at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and it's not like that's that much further away, right?
Right up.
Yep. Anyways, remember www.scotchybourbonboys for all your www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all your Scotchy Bourbon Boys merchandise, including Glencairns, which I've got right here, and also yep, and then some Scotchy Bourbon Boys t-shirts that we got, and then for all your Scotchy Bourbon Boys needs. And John Rick, he ordered his XL. I'll be bringing that up to him tomorrow. And so check us out for all that. And our bios are up and everything. And I got to add, and I've been saying this forever, but one of these times I'll actually get back to the website and make it happen and update it, because it needs definitely an update. And then also remember, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, along with Spotify, iHeart, Apple, and any audio podcast listening format. If you listen, we are there. And
that's right.
And I'm looking at my feed. It looks like I bumped my camera. I wonder how. Let's see about that. It's like, how did that happen?
Probably when you were doing all that movement.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get that over. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be showing all the technical stuff over here. There we go. And but no matter how you listen or you watch us, make sure you like, listen, subscribe, comment, and leave good feedback. Very important. Very, very important to do that. No. And you know, it's funny because I'm monitoring everything on all the social media, and we're doing that. And one of the things I've been doing is taking a YouTube class on live streaming. So there's a couple tips. Like tonight, I did decide to go horizontal, because lately vertical. But I just wanted to, vertical and horizontal are very different in their mediums and how you go about doing it. But everybody who listens to the podcast or watches the podcast, I found out that it's not as easy as everybody thinks to have multi-stream platforms happening, audio, video, on different things. Now, we're not set up as a podcast so that everything happens through one program. That's very difficult to do, but I've got it happening through 3 different programs all at once. But I've kind of got good at it, or better at it. So I was, when somebody was asking me how I did it, and I was explaining to them, they're like, "You do all that?" So we're doing a lot of that.
You have achieved a much better level of professionalism than expected.
Oh, than expected? So you didn't have high expectations at first for me?
He couldn't be disappointed. You forget, I've been here with you at the start.
Oh
And
yeah,
I made all the mistakes right along there with you.
there was a lot of those mistakes.
Oh, yes, yeah. And it was all part of it, and so much fun. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about being disappointed about Dan not being able to be with us.
Hmm.
I had ordered this special blend, which is my Garrison Brothers blend that I picked up at a dinner that I had with his brother down in Tampa.
Okay.
So he's actually here in spirit, right?
Absolutely.
And the spirit.
Yeah, yeah. And so just overall, it's like that's what we do here. Every once in a while, a guest doesn't show, but we don't. We could have just canceled it, and I could have been driving in the car tonight. But that's not what we do here at the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. What we do is
It doesn't stop, does it?
right, rain, snow. We're like the U.S. Postal Service used to be.
Got that right. It used to be. Yeah, it used to be. I like the way you put that. A little past tense in there. That's good.
Yeah,
Tell us
definitely.
about what we're looking at tonight.
Well, we are looking at Middle West Spirits. They are a sponsor, and I've got a little bit of everything for you guys tonight as far as I did. So there was some big news, which I've been trying to get down because we have a really good relationship here with Scotchy Bourbon Boys with Middle West Spirits. Ryan Lang is the owner and the operator of this monstrosity that he's created. And one of the big news things that just happened recently, and let's just see, I've got all the different, yep, here it is. Middle West Spirits buys Old Elk whiskey. Now that is huge. Not only has he taken his craft distillery, which he started in 2008, started up the Middle West Spirit brand, he also has his high-end finishing brand also that he does a lot of really nice cast strength Oloroso finished stuff and whatever. But he then decides he's going to build a monstrous distillery. It's not, you can't call it a craft distillery anymore. He's got a bigger still than Buffalo Trace. And it's such a fantastic place. We've been down there a couple times, gotten the tour. You're just in awe of the size, but then he's still running his craft distillery right there in the heart of Columbus he's got a fantastic restaurant called the Service Bar, and that type of thing. But then out of nowhere, he goes out and purchases Old Elk. And everybody knows Old Elk is out of Colorado. It is and was Greg Metz is the master distiller, former master distiller from Ross and Squibb, and the Old Elk mash bill is technically instead of like you always talk about a wheated or rye bourbon, well, the Old Elk mash bill is a barley bourbon. It's got 31% barley, malted barley, instead of having, and then a certain amount, I believe, of rye on the lower end. So it's a really unique brand. Ohio-based Middle West Spirits has acquired Old Elk to secure the future of the whiskey brand by providing a dedicated production facility. Middle West Spirits is expanding its national footprints with the acquisition of Old Elk and its related assets for an undisclosed sum. Middle West is an independently owned distillery in Columbus, Ohio, while Old Elk is a whiskey is based in Colorado, specializing in irregular grains, bills, and inventive finishes. This is a meaningful moment for both our teams. Ryan Lang, founding leader, distiller, and CEO of Middle West, said Old Elk has built a respected and beloved brand with staying power, thanks to a distinct blending and innovation philosophy that complements our grain-to-glass production model. Their agility in developing award-winning blends pairs naturally with our technical approach and scale. Together, we're not just expanding, We're joining forces to preserve what makes each brand special while unlocking new potential. We're laying the foundation for long-term growth with a shared focus on quality, transparency, and customer relations. Middle West recently increased its production capacity, completing a distillery expansion in January of 2024. Old Elk was founded in 2013 in Fort Collins, Colorado, with a portfolio currently available in all 50 states. In 2016, Greg Metz, formerly MGP Ingredients, joined as master distiller, a leading non-distillery producer, or NDP. Old Elk previously contract distilled its whiskey at MGP. Since the day we launched over 8 years ago, we've been laser focused on one thing: listening, truly listening to our team, customers, and partners. That focus has brought us to the incredible moment Old Elk CEO Luis Gonzalez said. Our relationships have always been at the heart of what we do and have been pivotal in shaping our journey. We're wholeheartedly grateful to our extraordinary team, loyal customers, and to our national distributors partner, Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, for their trust and belief in our vision, and extreme appreciative to Greg Metz for his mentorship, craftsmanship, and dedication to the team, and lasting impact and influence in the spirits industry. So there you go. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, that's not something you expect out of Ohio, wouldn't you say there, you guys? I mean, it's just that Ohio hasn't been there. They've been up and coming, but they're not known for this, you know. And Ryan has basically put Ohio, I think, when it comes to distilling, right on the map.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He is putting them right smack dab in the middle of the map for distilling and blending now. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the right here in the near future.
They're definitely putting pressure on Indiana for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for that. Now, I don't know, with Indiana now having Penelope, and they have the Remus brand. I mean, they're killing it too. I mean, right now the bourbon industry has some fantastic stuff going. So there you go. Now, this Michelin, that was one. So this comes from Middle West Spirits. It was founded in 2008. Middle West Spirits is focused on elevating the distinct flavors of the Ohio River Valley. Our spirit honors our roots and reflect our originality as makers, our integrity as producers, and passion for crafting spirits from grain to glass. Now, Ryan, his whole thing is based off of, now he's got Vendome Stills that he works with as far as a partner, but he uses Speyside Bourbon Cooperage in Jackson, Ohio. So he's using a cooperage from Ohio, new charred white oak barrels from Speyside, who have been producing barrels for spirit making since 1947. So that's kind of cool that he uses them. His grains are all grown in Ohio. Everything that he's trying to do through this is to give you an Ohio bourbon experience. And then the other thing that he does is he ages it here in Ohio in rick houses that aren't the biggest, but you know, in Ohio, when you drive through, you rarely, if you're looking at a rick house in Ohio, you're looking at a barn type rick house. But he's building, I believe, rick houses that hold 14,000 barrels every 3 months. That's how much this new distillery is producing. So it's rocking and rolling. Middle West Spirits right now, and Ryan is rocking and rolling. I'm trying to get down to see him. He's just been so busy. He kind of contact's gone. He's been out of the country. Now he's back in. So I'm trying to get to go down there on a Saturday, August 9th or 20, whatever the third Saturday in August is. If I can, I'll go down there and see him on a Saturday morning, and we'll do a quick podcast out of there. But that's what I'm trying to do. But for right now, we have, do you want to introduce what we are tasting there, guys?
Quick question. Pardon my ignorance, but are they contract producing for anybody besides themselves and now Old Elk? Or did you say that and I missed it?
They
Where
do
come-
contract. They do contract produce, and they that bottling line that they have. They bottle for people too.
We may not be able to say who, but they.
No,
they are
I've seen.
making full.
I'm not.
Making full use of their facility.
Yes,
Undisclosed,
and they're probably aging for everybody too. Because when you do that, that's you offer up the aging, just not the distilling.
Walker just joined us. Hey, Walker.
Let's see.
Here's Walker.
Bourbon,
Anybody want to
Michigan.
tell about this?
Yeah, I'll tell you about the mash bill and the proof and all that. And what we're tasting tonight is the Middle West Spirits cast strength straight wheated bourbon, and we are drinking batch 001. All right, it was release date in October 2024 at 122.2 proof, and the undisclosed mash bill is the amounts of yellow corn, soft red winter wheat, 2-row barley, and dark pumpernickel rye. Got a color of what would you say, chestnut color, and MSRP of about $70 per bottle.
So, this is the thing they got. Our 4-grain bourbon is crafted. It is a 4-grain, okay, and the wheat it is the straight wheated bourbon whiskey, but it's 4-grain, so it has wheat, rye, but wheat being the secondary one. It's from non-GMO yellow corn, soft red winter wheat, 2-row barley, and dark pumpernickel rye. Rye and wheat are not commonly used together in bourbons because they can be difficult flavors to balance. Middle West Spirits' unique use of dark pumpernickel rye brings a soft spiciness that balances well with the baking spice essence of the wheat for a nice finish without overwhelming the caramel notes from corn. There you go, right? So the flavor profile, well, are we ready to do this? Are we ready? Are we at the point we're going to do the old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown?
Yes. And our sponsor, Old Louisville, sponsors our Old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown, which consists of the nose, body, taste, and finish.
4 categories.
For the nose and the body, you can give it up to 4
Knox.
knocks. And the taste and the finish, you can give it up to 5 knocks each. But if you have one of the categories that is an exceptional to your liking, you can actually give it an extra but-up knock, right?
But up, yep.
Which would actually give it a combined score of total, if you've got everything,
Oh, perfect.
19 out of
18.
yeah.
19 out of 18 is the exceptional score. I will have to tell you that that High Rye Bakers last week scored an 18 out of 18, and I don't give out many of those. That was delicious.
Especially for a rye.
Well, it's a high rye bourbon. It's a high rye bourbon. It's not, it's still bourbon. But it had some flavor that I was not expecting. I actually really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does that mean you're not bringing it tomorrow to share because you like it so much?
I bring it all, buddy. It's like I share everything. I can't even attempt to drink what I've got here, so I'm sharing away. Once it's all open, there's just a few bottles I haven't opened, so it's hard to share something with somebody that you're not even drinking.
That's a fact.
Not many though. Let's go. Let's see what it is.
Yeah,
Let's see if we're gonna get
right into it, and we're gonna start with the nose on this thing.
Getting some caramel.
I get a little bit of caramel and toffee.
Yep.
How about smoked butterscotch? Oh my gosh.
Just a little bit of char. I don't get smoked butterscotch, but I get a little bit of char
I got
to
a
there.
jar and a little coffee, yeah.
And I get the topping.
There's a little bit of leather on the back end. Man,
It's
this
either leather or, to me, maybe like a tobacco. It's not dry. To me, it's not dry like a leather. It's more sweet like a tobacco to me.
this is an intense nose. I mean, if the nose had a body, this would be a 4 on the body. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like it there's you don't it's
A lot going on,
so
you're right.
so much power, the power of the nose. It's not ethanol. It's just so much of what you're
It is not astringent.
There's
Yeah.
some sweetness on this nose.
See, I get a little.
yeah, but it makes both your nostrils the dominant nostril. Usually you got one, but if you smell it out of both, it's happening in both nostrils for some reason, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm kind of jumping back and forth. And that's the same all the way through both of them.
Like I said, I get a little bit of that Dr. Pepper flavor that you get. That's a little bit peatery and a little bit sweet like Coke.
I'm getting almost that cola.
Yeah,
A little bit of that little bit of cola.
Yeah. The cherry cola, but not quite. I like that
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper now.
Yeah.
When I drink this one, it's just like a butterscotch Werther's in the middle on the middle palate. Now, folks, I don't have much left, but
We don't either.
Yeah, we don't either. We're
This
right
is-
there with you.
this is
I'll
a
get some coffee.
this cast strength competes with the big guys.
Yes, it does.
It's right up there. The Michelin cast strength wheated 4 grain is right up there with Booker's. It's right up there with rare breed. I mean, it gives you that hug and those flavors. You know what I mean?
It's just full of flavor.
And the body on this is holy man.
And just a little bit of drying on the cheeks. I don't know if you get that. The tongue. I don't know if you get that.
I do.
And if you do a
on the finish after you, to me,
I'm getting on the back side.
yeah. That's where when it draws out across there, that's where I almost get the leathery.
Yeah.
but that's at the back. But if you do this with your tongue, where you just go, you almost still are sucking on the.
From it?
It's almost like you're still sucking on the butterscotch candy, even after you don't have whiskey in your mouth.
Agree with that.
This is a banger bottle for the price.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm getting that little bit of cinnamon,
Well,
but I'm getting that.
these cast strengths. So he was doing the Michelin, and it wasn't the cast strengths he was serving as his special release brand. But since he's introduced these cast strengths, which has just been recently, in the last since I've seen him, which I'm trying to think. When me and CT were there last. It's got to be about 6 months ago. This was there, and it's on every shelf in America right now. And I think right now it's the like you said, for the price, and it's there, and it's something that's like on the shelf like rare breed, not like
And it's
Booker's, because what?
readily available to everybody.
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's all the way down to South Carolina and all over that I've seen.
He's in all the continental United States,
Yeah.
48 states.
Yeah, but now, like John just said, We actually went looking for this particular batch, but now the batch that we saw today at the Benny's up here was batch 351. So yeah, nothing like this right here. Which this is batch 001.
Well, you hope that their batches, that Ryan's keeping those batches consistent. You know, then I think he probably is. But what
the
I'm
one
drinking.
thing that we did notice, and the reason that we didn't grab another bottle, is that batch 351 was all the way. Yeah, it was down to 95.
Yeah, I think it was full
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was down to 95 proof. And so that's why we didn't grab a bottle. And it was like, well, if
It was that the cast strength, or was that just the regular one?
Oh, regular, that was not the gas.
You know what? Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It was not the
They-
cast strength.
The way they print these bottles with the labels, they look the same.
Yeah, the label is the same except for the cast strength. So
Yeah, except for cast strength written on the bottom of it.
I thought we saw
Yeah, I thought we just acknowledged you that you.
Well, Nash, after that, I had to hammer it home.
There you go.
We will take our beating.
There you go. Hey, just like tomorrow, we're gonna watch it and see it hammered home.
Yeah, get your beer. Get ready to be drinking some old style.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, anyways,
Oh.
so you guys ready to? You ready to?
All right. So how about we let our guest here,
Our host, Mr. Rick.
our host, John, go first here on the nose.
This is the first time John is participating for real. Welcome to the Old Louisville Barrel Bottle Breakdown, Mr.
Appreciate being here, man. You guys, your knowledge, all you guys, is helping me in my game. As you know, I'm learning this old bourbon journey, and I got to tell you, this is very surprising. And maybe it should be surprising, but I'm going to give this nose a 4, man. It just jumps out. I'm going 4 on it.
All right, here we go. Tell me if you can hear it.
All 4.
Loud, clear.
Finally figured that out. All right.
You just want to work our way across here to
Yep.
let Whiskey Doc go second.
Well, I think the thing that makes it, and I agree with John, I think the thing that makes it a 4 for me is it's got the complexity, it's got the flavors, but it doesn't have the astringency that you pick up in a lot of these. And that really makes it for me. It doesn't burn my nostrils. So that, based on that, I give it a 4 also.
I'm almost going to have to go with almost the same thing Whiskey Doc said, is that it doesn't have the stringency of the alcohol there, and that allows you the aroma to come through, and this is so complex, you can smell so many different aromas in there. And for a cast strength, that's so unusual to me.
And remember, this is a weeded.
Yeah, and it's a wheated, which usually is a softer, on the nose, and shouldn't have that many more.
I think the pumpernickel rye on the nose really that's that pumpernickel rye that they're using on this 4 grain. That really gets you a nice. It's not for a cast strength. It's not overly biting, but yeah. So what do you what?
You get all the sweetness and the caramels or the butterscotches are coming through, and then you get that little bit of rye spice that's coming through.
Yeah.
But then you get, like I say, either a tobacco or an oak that's coming through on it too. Like I say, it's really complex and very pleasing to the nose.
Like if you're talking about the pumpernickel, it reminds me of a warm pumpernickel rye bread, and then you take it out of the oven, you put some butter on there. Oh man.
Yeah. So I agree, and I'm gonna have to give it a 4 too.
And they're talking about pumpernickel rye bread. You were talking about toffee earlier. We've got a toffee apple cake that we're gonna have, or pie that we're gonna have. When we finish this.
Oh, don't be killing Jeff like that.
We'll save you some.
Yeah, we'll save you a piece.
Thanks. So you're gonna give it. Did you say you're giving it? No, are you giving it a 4 or 2?
Sir, that is my strong,
All right, let's do it. All right.
honey.
So I do like the nose, but there's an aspect of it that I want it to be more for my nose to pick up and it to be a 4. I want it to have a sweetness, and it for the nose. That's the one thing that I don't get the sweetness. I love the whole aspect of it, but I'm gonna give it a 3.
Oh, well,
Our bottle had that.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go back the other way. Body.
All right.
Sweet.
So we'll reverse the order. Let you go first on the body.
It's sweet deliciousness on the body, all through cheeks, under your tongue, on top. If all you have to do is to make it a 4, is just do a little Kentucky chew, and it goes everywhere, completely. There's no doubt about it. And so this body, I do give a 4.
Oh.
Next, Super Nash. And I just
I agree. It's really thick in the glass. Hits the roof of my mouth, back, and the sides of my tongue. I mean, it's just got a great mouthfeel to it. And that's what I look for when I'm looking towards body. And so I'm going to have to give it a 4 too.
Uh-oh. Causing problems.
I'm breaking pictures.
There you go. You did a 4.
Yeah, barrel bottle breakdown, not a fixture frame breakdown. All right, Whiskey Doc, what do you think?
You know, when I look at this and taste it, it just coats my mouth. I mean, just literally cheeks, tongue, roof of the mouth, everything. And it's if you look at it for legs, it's got legs like Jessica Rabbit. They just go for days. I have to give it a 4 also.
All right.
I don't know about legs like Jessica Rabbit. These could be legs like Marilyn Monroe, and that's back in the day. But I will say the legs on this are tall. They run nice. But that mouthfeel, like you said, Randy, it coats. It does from the front to the middle to the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for Jeff on this one too. This is really solid.
So what I like to, in between, say is there's a reason why Middle West Spirits is our sponsor. It's not always just because we know them and get to know, and Ryan's a great guy and everything, but it's because the whiskey's fantastic. All of our sponsors, what they put in the bottle is something to revel over, and I'm thinking that this is. So now we're coming back now, John. We're talking taste, where we up the ante to we can give taste and then finish a 5. What are you thinking on the taste?
Being cola flavoring on the nose. I picked that up a little bit. I picked up that butterscotch and toffee a little bit, Jeff.
I wish I had more.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know, your model's upside down on ours is too. I
Ours is
think we
too.
had about the same amount.
No, forget it.
Yeah, 3 out in the bottle. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go a 4 on the taste on this for me.
4 out of 5?
4 out of 5. It's pretty good.
The Doctor.
Oh, I really, really like the southern type whiskeys, and this is not one of those. But it does have the cola flavor that I get out of some of the Deadly stuff.
Oh,
And I really, really like that. And of course, Dr. Pepper is a southern cola. And I get that flavor out of it. I can't go as high as a 5 on it, but I think it's a good solid 4 also.
Okay. Super Nash.
Still tasting. Because they poured me the last pot. Wow. Marrying that pumpernickel rye with the wheat. I tell you what, they've done a fantastic job.
Hello?
And this rate's right up there. Almost want to give it a 5, but I think it's falling just a little bit short because it's like predominantly just like 2 or 3 flavors that are sticking out, but then like the other flavors that you really want to, that you're picking up on the nose, are not really coming through.
Only about 2 or 3.
Yeah, only 2 or 3 of them are really coming through across the taste and on the palate to me.
If you could do a 4.5, it would probably be that, but we can't do halves.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I think I'm gonna have to give it a 4 too.
Strong.
And that's the reason why. That's what I'm making a 5.
Well, I'm gonna go the opposite way that you guys went,
Oh.
and the butterscotch in it is my wheelhouse. So I'm sitting there going, I'm all in on butterscotch, caramel, toffee, and when you get a barrel proof this sweet, it's not like it's on a different level. I've had a couple rare breeds that the caramel came out and whatever, and it's why I'm in whiskey, because I love caramel, I love butterscotch, and this delivers the butterscotch. So I'm gonna give it a 5. And a butt up.
Hey. Wow.
I just want to throw something in while we're going. You guys are seeing us drink a fair amount here. Make sure you stay hydrated if you're drinking. Make sure this happens to be a water that's got some magnesium and different things like that in it.
And Core, if you're watching our bourbon podcast, we'd love for you to be a secondary sponsor to our bourbon podcast now that we're promoting the water out here.
That's not why I did it. I just want people to stay hydrated.
But I was just wanting to throw that out there to pour water. If that's the kind of water you like to drink when you're sipping on some bourbon.
It beats toilet water.
There you go.
Something to stay hydrated.
Yeah. All right. We are down to the finish.
Finish.
Line. Oh my goodness. And you just finished it, didn't you?
Yep.
And you go first.
It starts like a 5 finish, but it's a mid to long, so it's not long enough yet for a finish, and I think that'll come as his whiskey, as it gets even older than what it already is. This is definitely a 6-7 years, aspect of it. So that takes me to, out of 5, I would say this finish, it keeps that butterscotch like going. At first it goes butterscotch, then it goes to some leathery notes, and then it comes back to butterscotch. So I'm gonna go 4 on this, of 5.
All right. How did you say you thought it was?
6 to 7.
According to breakingbourbon.com,
Yes.
it has NAS, which is non-associated but the website states that it's closer to 4 years, only 4 years old. And according to what they stated, and that was what they were talking about too, is that that although this is a cask strength, that you'd expect a little bit more from it, and maybe it's hiding the age a little bit because of all the flavors and everything that's coming out in it. But though it tastes older than it actually is, there's a touch of harshness present, which they'd like to see it rounded out and improved in future batches, and which they probably have done, which we hadn't tasted in future batches.
Well,
So
they've been.
I just wanted to throw that out there after you said that.
My guess, though, is that there is some 6 to 7 in there. But when you're talking age statements, you got to go with the youngest whiskey. So I guarantee you, there's just like Knob Creek 9. You know that it's not just 9. Just that's all they're using. They're using 10 and 11 to make, just like anything else. So, yeah. So my 4 gives me
17.
yes, because I gave it a 4, a 6, and that which is 10 plus a 3 and a 4, so that's 17 out of 18. You go next, Super Nash.
Yep. And this is where I tell you what, this finish for me, you get so much flavors that are lasting. Gives you a great pub. I mean, the finish on this just keeps going and going and going. And so long after I've tasted it, that this to me is really, the finish on it is because I'm getting butterscotch, I'm getting the brown sugar, the oakiness of it, which is like a sweet oak. It's not like a dry oak or like an overaged oak. And it's also like getting just a hint of the char, and then there's just that dark fruit flavor that's coming in on it. I'm getting so much more on the finish than I am on mid palate on the taste. So I'm gonna have to give it a 5 on the finish, which makes me 17.
And we're not talking our age, folks.
Whiskey Doc.
I was all ready to give it a 3, and then I hydrated, took a swish, and after swishing, I could still taste it, and it actually opened the flavors up more. So that 3's gonna have to turn into a 5, which just surprised me.
All right.
And that will make you a 17. Also.
Well, I gotta tell you, I really like the finish on this. I agree with you, Nash. It just hit you, like it got me in the middle of the tongue and to the back. That finish, the more I sipped on it, really stood out.
Yeah.
And I think, Jeff, you're right. I think that butterscotch just is lingering and lasting through there. And it's just not a super huggy finish, but it is warm enough. And for me, I'm going to give it a 5. I really enjoyed this finish.
I have also. That brings us all to 17 each.
We didn't plan that.
Yeah.
So I guess
Because there were different scores throughout. So,
I was on the fence with a 4 or 5, but boy, it just the back end got me. I'm like,
yeah.
that's perfect for me.
So, overall, this scored a 17 out of
18.
an 18.
That's some
Way to
pretty.
go, Middle West.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go. Cheers, Middle West. Thank you.
All right. So Middle West Spirits, and that brings us to the end of our Old Louisville Whiskey Company barrel bottle breakdown, where Middle West Spirits, Michelin, cask strength, 4-grain wheated bourbon pulls a 17 out of 18. I mean, honestly, that's right up there. That butterscotch note with Pappy, some of the even maybe old Van Winkle 12. But it's cast strength, and Old Van Winkle 12 isn't cast strength, is it?
94 maybe? Not sure.
Sherry, call Sherry and ask her what it is. She knows.
It's 94.
Yep. Yeah. So I that is a very enjoyable.
Can't call her. She's already in bed. She's got to go to work tomorrow.
I wasn't serious. Was
You're
not.
trying to get me killed.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Hey,
So.
it's a ball game.
Yeah.
So here it is. Middle West Spirits has completed a new world-class distillery in Columbus, Ohio, making it one of the largest independent distillers in North America. The expansion increased distillation capacity by tenfold, adding a state-of-the-art 75,000 square foot distillery, along with grain processing and bottling facilities to supplement the capacity of its original distillery on Cortlandt Avenue in the Short North District. The distillery expansion has brought economic benefits to the east side of Columbus with the reuse and improvements to land and existing structures, tripling the employee base with more additions to come in 2025. Plus management of over 25,000 acres of local grain farmland and bringing additional revenue to the Bexley community. Middle West Spirit was co-founded in 2008 by head distiller and CEO Ryan Lang and was built on a passion for crafting the highest quality spirits. Lang comes from a family heritage of distilling and agricultural spanning 4 generations, which inspired his journey to learn every aspect of whiskey making. With over 15 years of experience, capacity to pay for large format and seed bottling. Along the journey of our own whiskey making development and growth, we have collaborated with partners at every stage and size of the process, from testing to full-scale commercial production. Now that our expansion is complete, we are excited to continue these partnerships and help fellow distillers by assisting with all aspects of whiskey making while we continue growing and innovating on our own brands, said Lang. Middle West Spirits currently produces 15 of its own brands, including Middle West Bourbon, Rye, and Wheat Whiskey, the Super Premium Double Cask Whiskey Collection, OYO Vodkas, Vim and Pedal, and Lux and Umbra Gins. Middle West Spirits partnership team has collaborated with dozens of companies such as Horse Soldier and Old Line Spirits to develop unique products. The expansion in need of grain sourcing and processing and blending, barrel maturation and finished goods storage, aged barrel and bulk whiskey, and fulfillment. The combination of strong partnerships to ensure high quality non-GMO grains, distillation facilities, and expertise makes Middle West Spirit a uniquely positioned to help the partners grow and innovate with fully customizable capabilities. Pretty cool, hey? That explains. I always can't explain when I'm trying to tell people about it. 75,000 square foot facility. I mean, that is huge.
Massive.
So there we.
Terry?
Terry, we're glad you could join us.
Yeah, sure. Terry Dan.
Is he on Facebook?
Yes. Always glad when he tunes in.
It's funny because I see Randy text, "Cheers, Terry Dan." Oh, you guys saw who's watching, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he hadn't commented yet. All right, that's fine. I don't I don't see. I never get to see who's watching from this feed. So, anyways,
Hey, you can't see us watching? There's 3 of us here. We're watching you.
it doesn't tell me on Facebook. It just I can just deduce it from with my brain.
Just so you know, folks, Nash has been up since about 3 in the morning. So he's a little giddy and silly.
Yeah, they started feeding me alcohol here. Here, have a pour while we get things ready.
after the last.
Oh my
time we got a.
That was fantastic dinner. You should have seen the fillets that John made for us.
Awesome.
That's why we came on late. It's all his fault.
Yeah.
Fillets, baked potatoes, salad, bread. And
I'll take the whooping on that.
oh my God.
Well, that.
Phenomenal.
All right, so let's we're gonna end it for the regular thing. We'll stick on just a little bit longer. Maybe have Walker come on for a second, and then I gotta load this head up and get to bed. But thanks everybody. Thank you, Super Nash and John coming on.
If you want to join us, if Terry Dant wants to join us, that'd be great too, if he's got time.
Okay, and so I will. Thanks.
Anybody else too, for that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks everybody for tuning in, watching on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate so much your support, watching us, and if you do, leave us good feedback, and it helps so much. And anything else that you can do to support us, and if you want some good swag, go to our website. If you want some good bottles from our barrel picks, contact me or Jeff. We'd love to share them with you.
Oh, and a big, huge announcement. Our next barrel selection will be a private selection at Maker's Mark Thursday morning, 9 a.m., September 4th. The morning after the bus tour. It's going to be a fun morning.
And it will be with Rob Samuels.
Yes, Rob will drop by and see us and say hi to Scotchy Bourbon Boys. We should be full power, so that should be pretty good. Excited for that, and there we go. All right, everybody, www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or X, or listen to us on iHeart, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Make sure whether
Alexa at your house,
yep,
or in your car,
and Alexa, Siri, ChatGPT. It's pretty funny. ChatGPT knows who the Scotchy Bourbon Boys are. That's for sure.
absolutely.
It writes all really good bios about us. So that's what's going to be going up, some ChatGPT bios. But also remember www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. I already did this, and then remember, no matter how you listen or watch us, you like, listen, subscribe, comment, leave good feedback. Remember, and let's before I do that, let's get up what I gotta get. It's like I got it buried in here. Nope.
Friends and good whiskey.
No, don't even start that crap. I'm not ready for that. I am not ready. No, all
You are ready. You were born ready for this.
no. Where is it? It's like buried. Wait, it's gotta be here somewhere. It's not there. Okay, Middle West Spirits. We did a lot. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Is that it? No.
Are you cleaning up your computer while we're waiting?
I'm dropping the. I there. It should be here somewhere. Oh, that is great. Oh, there it is. Nope. You don't have it. You do not have what we're gonna play. All right, everybody. Remember, good bourbon equals good times, and with good friends such as John, the Whiskey Doctor, and Super Dash,
Yeah, guys.
and good times. And
Yes.
remember, drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive, and live your life.
Uncut and unfiltered.
All right, and here comes our theme song.